Tonight on Eagle Eye News at 6, we will be discussing the several Auburn University town halls that took place this week, in addition to the university's COVID situation. We will also talk about COVID on the national scale with the FDA's recent findings on booster shots. Then we have today's National Day and this week's Pet of the Week. That's all coming up on Eagle Eye's News at 6. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Sydney Babb.
And I'm Jakai Spikes. This past Wednesday, Auburn Student Affairs held a town hall regarding recent incidents of sexual assault on campus to hear from members of the Auburn community regarding preventing and reporting sexual assault. A panel took questions from concerned members of the community throughout the night. 3 recent incidents of assault in which the victims chose not to file a police report or formal complaint with the university prompted this town hall. The meeting lasted 2 hours and featured representatives from Student Affairs, Campus Safety, and Security, Auburn Police, the Auburn SGA, and Title IX.
The Auburn University COVID Resource Center released its weekly update to campus COVID numbers for the week September 13th through the 19th. A total of 60 confirmed positive cases were reported, continuing the trend of declining COVID numbers at Auburn University. These are the lowest numbers Auburn University has seen since the beginning of August. The AU Medical Clinic also reported that 682 tests were taken during the period with 20 positive results, a 3% positivity rate. Remember that you should still self-report cases to keep Auburn's numbers accurate. For more information about the current COVID situation in Auburn, visit the AU COVID Resource Center website.
This week, Auburn announced their plans for fall graduation in Jordan-Hare Stadium, contingent upon the current health and safety guidelines. The evening ceremony will include fireworks, a flyover, and the formal conferral of degrees by the Board of Trustees. It is important for graduates to attend the university commencement on Friday to pick up their name cards for Saturday's ceremonies. Families and guests will also be able to attend the Friday commencement. There will be separate graduation ceremonies for both undergraduates and graduates on Saturday, December 11th. This commencement will include brief remarks by the dean followed by student professionals. Ceremonies will be live streamed on the commencement website for those who are sick or unable to attend. Auburn University continues to practice and monitor various health scenarios associated with COVID-19 in preparation for the upcoming fall ceremonies. More information about the fall ceremonies can be found on Auburn University's newsroom.
Visitors to downtown Auburn are now able to pay for parking with their mobile device. The City of Auburn has announced a partnership with Park Mobile, an online service that will provide a contactless payment option for all surface parking downtown. Visitors may continue to use kiosks located throughout downtown to pay for parking, but Park Mobile offers an optional contactless option for parking through the use of the Park Mobile app or the Park Mobile web browser site. Viewers should note that the Wright Street parking deck still requires walk-up kiosks to pay for parking. The City of Auburn hopes to have a mobile payment solution for the parking deck in the future. More information can be found at auburnalabama.org/downtown-parking.
Auburn University Campus Safety and Security released a notice Tuesday regarding several aspects of student safety and the town hall that occurred Wednesday night. Included in the email was an article that listed resources for safety that are provided, an emphasis on the importance of last night's town hall, and a list of some questions pertaining to the notices that are released to students. For more information regarding this FAQ alert, visit eagleeyeauburn.com.
Eagle Eye now presents Involvement Ambassador President Travis Harrison's Guide to Getting Involved at Auburn. Take a look.
What's going on, guys? I'm Travis Harrison with the Involvement Ambassadors, and we have a very exciting week coming up. Monday, the Black Student Union and National Pan-Atlantic Council will be out on the concourse for their Backpack and Supplies Drive. It's in partnership with Backpack International. The drive has already begun and is continuing through October 8th. This is a great opportunity to support communities all across the world, so get out, donate some supplies, and donate some backpacks. Wednesday, Impact will also be out on the concourse talking about their organization and their volunteer opportunities. Impact does volunteer work every single week for the Auburn community throughout the semester. They welcome anyone and everyone to come work with them. They meet at the intramural fields together and then carpool to work sites. So it's a great way to meet some people and build a community. The Beat Bama Food Drive will also kick off its annual 28th food drive on Friday, the October 1st. The drive will run until November 18th, and since 1994, actually, BBFD has been able to raise over 6 million pounds of food. All the non-perishable food items collected will be donated to the Food Bank of East Alabama. On Friday, October 1st, during the kickoff, there will be a dunk tank on the campus green at 12 p.m. Every single donated donated will be one throw, so get out and dunk some of our student leaders. Because of Beat Bama Food Drive, we can help fight food insecurity in our own backyard. It's one of the biggest and best programs that we have here, and I encourage all of you to donate some items. Of course, there are many other events going on this week. Make sure to check out AU Involved to find the full list. Thank you, and War Eagle. What's going on, guys? I'm Travis.
This short break, Auburn University hosted a plethora of town halls to hear from members of the community about their search for the next president, and the students have a chance to win a share of $4,000. You're watching Eagle Eye News at 6.
Welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. All throughout this week, the Auburn Presidential Search Committee hosted sessions taking input on what Auburn should look for in its 21st president. This comes after current President Jay Gouge announced his intent to return to retirement over the summer. Gouge will have been Auburn's 18th and 20th president, serving a total of 13 years at the position. The sessions that the university is housing involve 1 hour of gathering input on what students, faculty, staff, alumni, community members, and any other internal or external stakeholder want in the next president. Sessions close today, but feedback can still be sent to the advisory committee and search firm at presidentialsearch@auburn.edu.
The partnership between Auburn University and the Alabama Department of Public Health has created a KickCovid vaccine clinic. Vaccines will be offered to students, faculty, and fans throughout September 25th's football game festivities on Auburn's campus. The clinic will be located outdoors at the north side of Auburn Arena from noon to 1 hour after the football game versus Georgia State ends. Those receive their first or second vaccine dosed on campus at KickCovid clinic event will receive a $75 campus bookstore gift card. For those who have already recently received their vaccine dose or cannot on game day, proof of vaccination between September 11th and October 2nd submitted to kickcovid.com will still get them a campus bookstore gift card. Learn more information at kickcovid19.com.
An Auburn University graduate student and professor in the Forestry and Wildlife Sciences School have received a $415,000 grant for their research on the impact of wild pigs on water quality. Doctoral student Elizabeth Bradley and Graham Lockerbie, professor in wetland biogeochemistry and environmental health, and the main proponents of the project. The hefty grant comes from the USDA Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service and will aid Bradley and Lockerbie in their efforts to analyze and solve the threats to Alabama's natural resources, biodiversity, and agricultural industry.
The Harbert College of Business and the Auburn University Thomas Walker Center have partnered to sponsor the upcoming Halloween pitch competition. Students with business ideas have the opportunity to compete for a share of $4,000 in startup capital to build upon their idea. Students can also win the $1,000 special award category. Teams will submit a one-page summary and a 2 to 3 minute video of their business idea to a panel of judges that will select 20 finalists for the October 29th final pitch round at Horton Hardgrave Hall. Students from any college that have business ideas may enter. First prize will be awarded $2,000, second prize $1,000, and third and fourth place will get $500 each. Applications to enter are due October 21st at auburn.inforeadyfor.com.
On Friday, September 24th, several roads will be blocked off due to Auburn University's annual homecoming parade. Portions of downtown Auburn will begin closing down for the parade at 5:30 p.m. and opening back up at 6:30 p.m. once the parade ends. The list of streets closing down include various sections of College Street, Magnolia Avenue, Gay Street, and Thatch Avenue. Additionally, on-street parking along the parade route will continue to stay open during the event. A pep rally is also set to take place on Sanford Lawn following the parade. Now, for more information about road closures for the 6 p.m. homecoming parade, visit news.auburnalabama.org. When we come back, the FDA met and decided their verdict on widespread COVID-19 booster shots, and the Biden administration has relaxed international travel restrictions. You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn News Leader.
We return now to Eagle Eye News at 6. It's official. The COVID-19 pandemic has surpassed the death tally of 1918's influenza pandemic, making COVID-19 the deadliest pandemic in history. This has led to a big development in the race to protect young children from COVID-19, a group that has been left out of the vaccination rush. Pfizer says it's planning to submit a new data to the FDA on its vaccine for kids aged 5 to 11. Mandy Gaither has the latest in today's Health Minute.
For the first time, results released for a COVID-19 vaccine in children ages 5 to 11. Pfizer says their trial reveals it's safe for that age group.
I think this is going to make a huge difference in the fight against COVID-19.
The data has not yet been peer-reviewed or published, but Pfizer says the results show the vaccine is both safe and effective in younger children. The trial used a 2-dose regimen of the vaccine given 3 weeks apart and used a smaller dose than has been used for those 12 and older.
So many parents have been waiting for exactly this news, especially given what's happening now with the Delta variant. I mean, there have been nearly 500,000 new cases in children in the last 2 weeks.
Pfizer says it plans to submit the data to the FDA for emergency use authorization soon. Once that's done, the agency could authorize a vaccine for younger children in a matter of weeks. A recent Kaiser Family Foundation poll showed about a quarter of parents with children ages 5 to 11 said they would vaccinate their child right away once a vaccine is authorized. But 4 in 10 parents said they would wait and see how the vaccine is working.
What I would say to parents is definitely look at the data, do your own research, examine the safety data, listen to your pediatrician.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
In addition to approving COVID-19 booster shots for children aged 5 to 11, the FDA also authorized the use of booster shots for seniors and high-risk Americans. Included within high-risk Americans are those whose jobs put them at risk of infection, like healthcare workers, teachers, and daycare staff, grocery workers, and those in homeless shelters or prisons, among others. Pfizer had requested full approval of booster doses for all age 16 and older, saying there was evidence for wanting immunity within this time, a request denied by the FDA. International travel has been taking a major hit during the pandemic, but now new guidelines may give the industry the jumpstart it's really been waiting for. Fully vaccinated people traveling into the U.S. from the UK and the European Union, among other countries, will finally be allowed to enter American soil once again, as President Biden plans to lift a travel ban in place since the start of the pandemic. In today's Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan has a closer look at the new rules and how it may impact the U.S. economy.
New travel guidelines expected to give international travel a major boost after lagging badly during the pandemic. The U.S. is now easing restrictions on fully vaccinated foreign travelers from the U.K. and European Union, among other countries entering the U.S.
We are very happy about this. We've been pushing on this now for almost 18 months.
The American Society of Travel Advisors joining other industry groups in praising the changes. Starting in November, all international travelers must show they're fully vaccinated before boarding a plane to the U.S. Also, provide proof of a negative COVID-19 test within 3 days of the flight. And under the new rules, they will not be required to quarantine.
In our view, the science has been there to support a system like this for a long time.
The travel industry is celebrating the news. Airlines, hotels, and travel agencies all hoping this will help them recover from huge economic losses.
This is going to supercharge the travel industry's recovery. This is absolutely one of the key parts of the recovery, is restarting the international travel system on which so many of our members depend.
And this may not be just a boost for the U.S. economy. The holidays are around the corner, and in some cases, this travel ban separated families since it was put into place early 2020 to control the spread of COVID-19.
This is important economically. It's also important psychologically, too, for folks to be able to look forward to seeing friends and family after 18 months.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
A San Antonio doctor who publicly stated he performed an abortion to defy the new Texas abortion restrictions is now being sued by two former attorneys. Dr. Alan Braid revealed his violation of the law publicly in hopes of being sued to challenge the constitutionality of Texas law. The two attorneys obliging to sue, neither practicing law any longer, both look to force a court review of the anti-abortion law that prohibits abortions when medical professionals detect cardiac activity, typically after some women know they are pregnant. Criminal charges cannot be levied against Braid as the law forbids that. The anti-abortion law may only be enforced through lawsuits brought by private citizens who may claim at least $10,000 in damages if they succeed. Phillips Gomez, one of the two attorneys having filed the lawsuit, has pledged to donate his winnings to pro-abortion groups or patients of Braid's if he ends up winning the suit. After this short break, Eagle Eye's Taylor Strohmeier has Auburn sports update you won't want to miss. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Taylor Strohmeier here with your update on all things Auburn sports. Auburn soccer returns to action tonight with a matchup on the road against Tennessee. Auburn defeated Georgia 3-0 last weekend in the SEC opener. Sophomore Anna Haddock was named SEC Offensive Player of the Week and named a Top Drawer Soccer's Team of the Week following her 2-goal performance. Senior Alyssa Mallinson was an honorable mention for Top Drawer Soccer's Team of the Week. Auburn soccer returns to the Plains with a game against Texas A&M on Sunday. Auburn volleyball lost to Ole Miss last night 3-1. Here is Colin Byers-Dwarf with the story.
The Auburn Tigers were defeated 3-1 by the Ole Miss Rebels in the SEC opener on Wednesday night. The Tigers started out hot, winning the opening set, but dropped 3 straight to keep the Rebels' undefeated streak alive. Ole Miss graduate student Kaylee McLaughlin led the offense with a career-high 51 assists. The Tigers had 3 players with double-digit kills. Rebecca Rath led the team with 19, Val Green had 13, and Liz Reich had 10. Bella Rosenthal led the team on defense with 13 digs and 8 assists. The Tigers look to bounce back Sunday when they travel to Montgomery to face off against Alabama State. This has been Colin Byersdorf with Eagle Eye TV.
Auburn football returns to Jordan-Hare on Saturday for the annual homecoming game against Georgia State. Auburn will look to bounce back after a tough loss on the road to Penn State 28-20. The Tigers will be without star linebacker Zacoby McClain for the first half of the game, following a targeting call in the second half against Penn State. Brian Harsin and the Tigers will look to clean up mistakes and penalties before they go on the road next week to take on LSU. That is all we have for Auburn sports tonight, but for more sports updates, check out our Twitter at EETV_sports and our website at eagleeyeauburn.com. My name is Taylor Strohmeier and War Eagle.
Welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. Get ready for some hearty comfort food. It's National Great American Pot Pie Day, this September 23rd. You can celebrate the day by going out to a restaurant for a pot pie, cooking a frozen one at home, or making one from scratch. Similar to meat pies, pot pies are distinctly American. A typical pot pie contains ingredients such as chicken, beef, or pork, vegetables, and gravy. However, there are endless possibilities. The first frozen pot pies were introduced by Swenson's Food in the 1950s. National Great American Pot Pie Day was created in 2002 by another frozen foods maker. You can post to the social media hashtag National Great American Pot Pie Day.
Think of it as hamburger chic. McDonald's has partnered with an apparel brand and is releasing a line of clothing and accessories based on the world-famous fast food restaurant. Retailer Box Lunch is selling the items on their website and in stores. The retailer says it has partnered with Feeding America and will donate a meal to a person in need for every $10 spent on their merchandise. The McDonald's items include a hamburger hoodie, a backpack covered in the McDonald's logo, and a Happy Meal-shaped purse.
See the rainbow, taste the rainbow. How about we pet the rainbow instead? Our new Lee County Humane Society Pet of the Week, Skittles, is a sweet treat of a pup and can't wait to be your new best friend. She enjoys running around outside and loves to hoard as many squeaky toys as possible. She's a loyal girl who loves meeting new friends and will always be up for an adventure or two. Skittles is 2 years old, unaltered, vaccinated, and microchipped. She's also heartworm negative. Apply online for this Tweety today. Now, sadly, we're out of time, but for more Auburn news, head over to our website, eagleeyeauburn.com, and check out our social media pages. I'm Jakai Spikes.
And I'm Sydney Babb. Thank you for watching, and War Eagle.